Hey guys, welcome back. Blue Line Realty, Loan Pros team, Roxanne Chung, Julio Gaton. We're going to be talking some real estate. We're going to be talking about how you can get qualified for a new loan and get you into a house. So Roxanne, we're trying to figure out for newbies, they're trying to find out some new homes. And right now, apparently, inventory is extremely limited. There's nothing out there for you to buy. Can they just buy raw land and develop on that?
Yeah,
how does that work?
Absolutely. So, land.
Yeah, they just, I'll find them a piece of land. Can they just build up on top of that and, you give them a loan for how they can construct on there? Is that more expensive? Should they just find themselves new construction?
It is a tad bit more expensive than the interest rate, but you can get exactly what you want.
Okay.
So how it works is you find a piece of land. Let's just, for round numbers, the land's $100,000. Okay. Right?
I'll find it cheaper though.
You don't have to edit that out. But and let's just say the house is at $100,000.
Okay.
What you'll have to do is you're going to find a GC.
Okay.
You're going to work with an architect, or you can buy plans online. Everything's online right now.
Okay, that's true.
You buy a set of plans. They'll configure it to your lot.
Okay.
And we'll give you a loan. So FHA does a one-time construction loan, 3.5% down.
Okay.
Fannie Mae has one that's 5% down. Does have mortgage insurance as well. But how it works is at closing, we will pay off the land.
Okay.
And then we'll give you in draws the amount to finish your house.
Okay.
So it's
and draws are where you have small portions of money that are going to be going to the contractors little by little, so the contractors don't get like a ton of money and disappear on you.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So how it works is once you pay off the lot, the first draw is typically for the foundation, right?
Okay.
Let's just say for round numbers it was $10,000. Okay. So it's $100 for the lot, $10,000 for the first draw. You're going to pay interest only on the amount that you've drawn, so only that 110. So until that work is finished, what will happen is they'll send an inspector out next, right? And then keep going as the draws. They work typically with what's called an AI contract, which is something for a GC, and just schedule of how the build is done. They don't figure typically for cost overruns. What that means is, let's just say you budgeted $100 for the house and now pricing has changed.
Which happens many times, so it's something to consider.
Cost of lumber, cost of electrical wire, whatever it is. It could go up. You'd have to just budget for that just in case, or have a fixed cost contract.
Okay.
But there are options out there. It's definitely 5% down. You get exactly what you want. You don't have to worry about doing a ton of repairs, electrical repairs.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, because you don't want to have to get into a place where you have to fix everything up. You can get the house just exactly how you want it, make it custom made. Now, how does that work versus buying an already made house, like buying new construction? I know sometimes they have these incentives for you. So is it better to just get something that's already made, or is it better to build your own? Will you save?
It depends on what will work for you.
Okay.
So with developers, they typically have their own lenders, and they have incentives if you use your own lender.
Okay. But you don't have to use a lender. You can use Roxanne, right?
You can use, you could, but they remove the incentive. So sometimes it may be best just to stick with them, but we can always look at it. Always request a loan estimate, and then we can look through it and see if we can save you money. If not,
it's always the best thing for you to get the most and the cheapest price for you. So so that's one option. So just weigh out the pros and cons that Roxanne see. Like, let's see what scenario is better, whether or not you buying it through them,
and the time frame too.
That's also true. Building a new house, it's sometimes it can take up to a year. There's some people who can do it in less time. There's even a program where they can do it in a 100-day dream home. But
what's that?
It's actually an HCTV program right now. It's going on. You can do a 100-day dream home, and it's a templated kind of home. So that way they're not doing it so custom. It's more of a design where they have a couple of options that you pick out, and you tell them, I want this home, and they can make it within a smaller time frame because they already have a lot of that.
Well, you know what I love, and I've seen a lot of recently, is modular homes. And when people hear modular, they think
it's not like a
manufactured, like a trailer.
Okay.
It's not. It's actually like prefab. It's a steel frame house. It actually stays cooler than a regular house. No termite issues, less fire retardant. I just love the product. So you can literally be done and build that house in about 90 days from the time it comes from the factory.
All right, so there's another option for you. You can do it that way.
Check out steelhomes.com.
Okay. I think they have a couple of those up north too, where there's a lot of land. I've seen some of that.
Oh, they're right here in Bard.
And there's some in Bard too. Okay, all right, awesome.